Hi, a pleasant good night. I'm Javni Mamdi, consultant in Trinidad and Tobago, and I'd like to express my views, you know, and give solutions. I'm gonna use this avenue to really articulate my point, right? And there's so much issues that's facing us here in TNT that needs to be addressed. And one of the main issues, my friends, is the protection, it's crime and the protection of children, right? And that is really on my mind right now tonight, and I really like to address it because 2 weeks ago, a child was killed, right? Found in a barrel, right? Sexually assaulted. And I asked myself, what is going on in our society today? The mindsets of these criminals, Don't they have a heart? I mean, is it children I'm going, how come someone can be so sick to do such a thing? And well, from what I understand, someone been charged, but I don't want to go into that because I don't want to prejudice the case or anything like that. And but it's a cause for concern, right? And you know, the next question I have to ask, right, is when the neighbors in terms of neighborhood watch, why is no one paying attention to what is going on with the brothers and sisters? The neighbors, and it really concerns me. So when I hear residents crying out and stuff, right? I mean, I feel the pain of residents, but can you imagine the pain that this mother is going through? And the fact that no one can give her answers to what really happened. And to me, it's very strange that, not a single neighbor could have a clue on what was really going on, right? And personally, my humble opinion is, I think people are they're afraid to speak out. Like it's like they know something went wrong, something was going on in that household, but they didn't want to say anything. And it really concerns me. And we need to deal with this in a holistic manner, right? We can't just blame the government, right? The government is not responsible for the crime in the country, right? But the actions deals with what's going on in the country, in terms of their response. And you know, I will get to. I don't want to make this political, right? But I was thinking, and I was looking back to, when you look back at the cases, right, of teacher Henry, Sean, Luke, all these cases in the past, right, over the years. You know, I recall when Martin Joseph used to say, the former Minister of National Security, that crime is a spiritual problem, right? And people used to take offense to that, right? But really and truly, when I look back at what Martin Joseph said, no, I don't agree with everything Martin Joseph said, right? Because to me, he really didn't really address the current situation in the way he should, He didn't have the passion, he didn't have the political will. But when he said that crime is a spiritual problem, he was correct. Because if all of us can have that mindset of God, to be like God, you know, and love and serve one another. We want to be in this position where we are today. And, it really caused me concern because I remember when Martin Joseph you say the decrease in crime, right? I asked myself why our politicians today have to use this statistic method in terms of, well, crime wasn't as high as we like last year. It is politicking, right? And when you look at our present government, it's the same thing. It's nothing different. So we didn't get no change, right? We just like change, right? And I don't want to make this political, but the response of the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago 2 weeks ago was a really sad day for one nation. And I'll tell you why. When you could have a former government minister come to the Parliament to cry out to save our children, right? And you can have a minister, Miss Ramona Ramdia, right? Could look at her and laugh as though that joke. I would like to know, I like Miss Ramona Ramdia, with all due respect, Miss. Would you tell me what was the joke? A child is died, sexually assaulted. What is a joke? And I hear people using the assumption that she didn't support the death penalty. But really truly, I cannot blame her because we want to hang people, right? But we can't get the criminals. And number two, the evidence, right? We don't have proper we don't have proper legislation of evidence, right? In terms of DNA, right? And when you look at cases, right, our court system is a total sham because 10 years, right? Someone could be in jail for 10 years, being set free, and you know, you realize the courts will say like the judge will be like not guilty, right? 10 years later, not guilty, and then you realize wait now, then these person will have to sue the state, and the state will have to pay lots of money, right? And to me, we keep going backwards, and we need to move forward. And our opposition and our present government need to unite and work together, put programs in place where we can deal with this crime situation, where we can deal with the protection of our children, go into the homes, find out what's going on with parents, single parents, give them proper employment. Today we have single mothers who are pregnant who can CPAP. I mean, come on, man, we can't give them sewing to do, give them proper training. Increase in terms of grants, right? To parents who can't afford to take care of the child. We need more daycare centers. Parents today don't have time to spend time with the children because of work. So the government needs to work on that, right? We need to teach parents how to be parents, right? Because today parents don't know how to be parents, right? And we need programs in place to deal with it. We live in such an oil-rich country. We have the resources. I'm calling on the government of Trinidad&Tobago to take action and do something about in the issue of the protection of our children and parents. In terms of how they treat the children, communicate. We can put programs in place to deal with this, but the government is not doing that. When you go back to the issue in Parliament, when I think goes came and spoke out, it's then they look to do action. And to me, I don't understand why everything when a crisis happens, then you look to make a statement. 2 weeks ago, you recall that the minister made a statement right in Parliament right after when I think goes make noise, right? And to me, it's really politicking, I know you want to build our present. You want to bring this, let me get me any papers, 1 minute, please. Government 6 bail act, one strike and you're out. And all that sounds good, but, we need proper, legislation of evidence, in terms of the whole system, right? You could put whatever, in a matter of fact, you could put whatever legislation in place. But the problem is implementation, is that, action, people want action, right? I'm not here from I would like to hear from the Law Association. We are the night courts. Up to now, this government has not built a night court. I'm not trying to make this political, but the government of Trinidad&Tobago needs to hold some kind of responsibility. I'm not saying they're totally to blame for it, because, crime is not a UNCPNM, COPILP thing. It's all of us, right? But they need to take some responsibility in terms of how to respond and in terms of the statements, right? And we need to encourage our children and to be more spiritually inclined, and how to treat one another, and it's a whole education drive, right? And in terms of dealing with crime, right? When you look at what happened when the security guard who got killed, who was carrying allegedly millions of dollars, I asked myself, well, why the security firm have not ensure any protection in terms of make sure the vehicle is armed, or give them proper protection, and that's what the police And it all goes to the police service at Trinidad&Tobago instead of dealing with corruption, right? It's not proper response, right? That's what we need, right? And people need results right now, right? And you know, we all of us need to come together, right? Stop the blame game. Right? Government take responsibility, opposition take responsibility, and say, listen, let's sit down, let us work together, right? And build our nation. And I'm begging and pleading with everyone to please let us come together. Let us hold a national rally and tell the criminals no more. We have enough, right? And let us really build this nation together. Because our children right now are suffering, they're hurting, right? And people are dying, right? People are getting killed and dying in the most heinous manner, right? And we need to get our act together, ladies and gentlemen. You know, last night I went to church and I prayed for this nation, right? When all the youth and stuff partying and enjoying themselves, I went to church and pray because well, right now all we need is healing. We need prayers right now. I'm calling on religious leaders to come together and speak out. So I just appealing to everyone, please let's come together, right? And let's deal with this crime situation, right? Um, when I listen to the prisoners association, talking about the surprise about the fact that prisoners getting cell phones and things. Hey, listen, this happening long time, and the nation is not stupid, right? We know what's going on, right? So stop you know making things like like the nation doesn't know what's going on. We know we're not stupid, right? So let us be real here, right? We have issues to deal with. Let's come together, please. I'm begging, I'm pleading, right? And you can tell I lost for words, right? Because I don't know what to say because I ask myself who listening, who really cares, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to be too long. But I just want to say, this after tonight, I like to see the response of people with this video. And on my next video, I'll be talking about the issues of government and democracy, right? But this is just short because I intend to be non-vocal, right? And I'm appealing to our prime minister, the opposition leader, you know, stop politicking and let's get serious. It's something when you current situation. Okay, so I thank you everyone. Thank you for listening. And good night and God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.